A woman who's been in a coma for the last 14 years has just given birth. How's this even possible? She hasn't been pregnant for 14 years, so how could she possibly give birth? Well, the answer is extremely disturbing, and it has resulted in an investigation and all male employees of the hospital being banned from tending to the patients. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know right now on IO. What is good? This is InformOverload. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and on this channel we tell you about the most interesting news stories we find on the internet. If that sounds like something you're into, hit that subscribe. On Tuesday, January 8th, a patient who'd been in a vegetative state for 14 years at Hacienda Healthcare Center gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The Hacienda Healthcare facility provides around-the-clock care for infants, children, and young adults with developmental disabilities. This woman had been in a coma for 14 years following an incident where she nearly drowned, and she's actually been living at the facility since she was just 3 years old. Her family are members of the San Carlos Apache tribe in southeastern Arizona. An audio 911 recording that's circulating reveals panicked medical staff at the facility scrambling to save a baby. The baby at first had to be given CPR because he was not responding and nearly died. Thankfully, after a few minutes, the baby started breathing and crying. Apparently, medical staff at this facility had no idea she was pregnant until she went into labor and gave birth. So how did this unidentified woman get pregnant in the first place? She was raped. Possibly several times. The thing is, it's pretty confusing as to how the medical staff had no idea this woman was pregnant. Patients in a coma at medical facilities are bathed daily. Their weight is tracked. This woman would have also still gotten her period if she wasn't pregnant. So how did a woman with a growing belly and a lack of period fall under the radar at this medical facility? According to updates, doctors say there were no signs of pregnancy after an examination that took place in April. The pregnancy might not have been apparent to the workers who had little experience with pregnant patients. That being said, the examination took place almost 9 months before the patient gave birth, so signs of pregnancy were probably not apparent anyway. It was also an external exam. This incident is what's known as a comatose pregnancy. It's a pregnancy that's usually the result of sexual assault while the person is permanently unconscious or brain dead. If a person is brain dead or unconscious, they can't give consent, and it does constitute a sexual assault. Comatose pregnancies are extremely rare, but they do happen. Babies can be brought into the world via C-section or by natural birth. This particular woman gave birth naturally. The CEO of Hacienda Healthcare resigned this week. An investigation has been launched into the incident, and investigators issued a search warrant for DNA samples from all the male employees working at the facility. Extreme measures have been taken. There has to be more than one staff member present during patient interactions, and visitors are more heavily scrutinized. If any medical workers know anything about the pregnancy and don't come forward, they could face possible charges. The woman's family have said in a statement that they will be taking care of the baby boy, and the woman is now recovering but still in a coma. I'm not really sure how to respond to this, guys. It's a pretty horrible situation, but I think this statement said it best. When speaking about the incident, the tribe chairman said, "When you have a loved one committed to palliative care when they are most vulnerable and dependent on others, you trust their caretakers. Sadly, one of her caretakers was not to be trusted and took advantage of her." On behalf of IO, our hearts go out to this woman's family during this difficult time, and we're so glad that the baby's okay. Alrighty guys, that is all I have for you on that. I'm gonna lighten the mood by responding to some comments. Batman Fan Forever said, "I think aliens abducted Charlotte and tragically left us with Johnny." Ouch. Please come back, Charlotte, we miss you. I missed you guys too. But was Johnny really that tragic? I feel like he wasn't. Road to 10,000 subscribers without any videos said, "I doubt anyone will see this, but if everyone does, it will make my day. But to the few people who might read this, I hope you are having a great day, and I want you to know that we are all incredibly blessed." Aw. I'm new to this YouTube thing, but I'm hoping to become successful bit by bit, and if one person can help me and maybe even sub, it will make my day. Alright, since you asked so nicely, I will feature your comment. Also, you should post more videos. That will also get you subs. Undecodable said, "I used to like this show, and when Daniel DeSantos asked what happened, then you said too many aliens lately." Well, alien videos happen to be my favorite, but I guess you can't please everybody, right? Mystical Gamer said, "I love you, InformOverload. I've literally watched every video that you guys post." Oh, there's a big heart for you. Thump thump. Creative said, "Notice me, please." Sorry, what? Did you say something? The video is over. Thank you for watching. If you want to keep watching, check out that playlist. Or if you're feeling up for it, just like, sub, and turn on those notifications so I can see you in the next IO video.